Minecraft is a game that will live on forever through every type of situation going on in the world, and that was very true during the COVID-19 lockdowns, as all of us thought we were just getting a few days off extra from school, as many of us were still high schoolers or middle schoolers or something of that sort, but then that turned from an extra week off to an extra 3 weeks to 2 years being stuck at home and it being very difficult to go outside with the whole situation. But for me, it was at some points a really great time, some points a really bad time, but a lot of the good times was also a lot because of all the people I met through my Discord server and just being online in general. And I had run a Minecraft server during that COVID time, one of which was my YourSocialCraft SMP, which today we're going to be touring. So this is my YourSocialCraft SMP. I do have some shaders on, make it look a little nice. I'm gonna sleep. Whoa. I didn't even know that was there. Okay, we're gonna quickly sleep through the night so that it's not too dark. But this server was originally made in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I believe December 2017 or November. I faintly remember building this this spawn building, but yeah, there's a bunch of shields in here for others. We have, I don't know why there's lava here. It's very dangerous. That's actually where you spawn. And we have a bunch of signs for welcome to the SMP, follow rules, have fun, and I'm not sure where that link goes, so not too sure about that. Heat chests, some anvils, dispensers or furnaces or something, and then we have a little community map. I don't know how accurate that is at the moment. Actually, what is that building? I don't think this exists. I don't know what this is. I don't think that exists either, unless I'm missing some stuff. But yeah, I just recovered this world a few hours ago, or a few days ago actually, and just managed to get it working. A lot of this world is missing, or you need specific coordinates to find certain things, so I might make an updated version of this, a part 2, and if I do, I will add it to the description. I'll add it to the comments. It's a pinned comment. But yeah, this is our spawn building. This server used to have, I think, like 21 players active at least, some spawn beds, a little room back here that was hidden away. I don't know if there's anything in these chests. I believe there was something in these chests at some point, but like I said, this world has been corrupted and lost a few times. Enchantment table. What was that sound? I wasn't the only one who heard that, right? What is that? I'm getting out of here. This is scary. But yeah, this is a spawn base. The server was a survival SMP. I'm just in creative right now, so it's easier to tour. But I will say, during the end of this world, there was a lot of griefing. There was a lot of different situations, some drama. So a lot of these people that are mentioned in this video are maybe not a part of the server anymore, or Discord server, I mean, or future SMPs. But a lot of them have came back, and it's a whole complex situation I won't really delve into. But I just want to put that out there. And this world has been through a small phase towards the end of its life where it was creative, or people used a lot of schematics to build buildings, or used the schematic mod to build things. This is our spawn base, a little balcony, a lot of blue and yellow. I was obsessed with PewDiePie and IKEA, so the Swedish flag is everywhere. And over here, these signs are quite literally, I believe, 6 years old now. Dear Lily, I humped your dogs. I'm sorry. Dragon. JK, not sorry. Watch your profanity. Hi, Lily. Stefano. That's me. My name, my online persona name would be Stefano. And then portfolio. I can't remember what the reference is here. Some dumb 2017, 2018 joke. But yeah, I believe this world is, yeah, this world is late 2017. And yeah, we're going to tour this way and this way first, just because I believe those are more interesting for the video, and I will be touring the rest of the world, and I will try to cut it up a little bit for the parts that I do know where they are. There are spots of this world, again, that I cannot find, so that's why there's going to be a updated second part, or a new tour of it, a lot more professional. But yeah, this is the central district is what it's called, depending on what signs you read around the world. And there's a little minecart rail. It's supposed to be going around everywhere to take you places. There used to be a really big system that I deleted or just removed. It was very massive and chunky. It looked very cool, but it looked kind of ugly in the sky. And then up here we have our Discord server link, which is still working, which is awesome. And it says welcome, because I don't know, we had a whole thing where we say welcome, or we'd use like that, and then like woes and stuff. This is like 2017, 2018 YourSocialHub Discord server. But yeah, that's the link, still works. It's in the description. Or you can go to yoursocialhub.net/discord, I believe, or discord.yoursocialhub.net. Little Hatsune Miku, which looks really cute. And then this little diving board was built because I thought it was so cool, and they added swimming into Minecraft, so you could just jump off this and dive. And there was a plugin where you could actually dive into the water, so that was a part of it. But yeah, over here, so this is the central district. This way, I'm not sure what this is called. Railway to Turtle Avenue. I think this is called the I can't read that. The Garden District. Okay, it's a lot more difficult to read on my monitor. And then approximately 200 meters away is the Turtle Avenue. But this is a little food building. We used to have like a bunch of little mini buildings right here that were all deleted, and this ground used to be a lot more flat, so this is all man-made. But you used to have a little farms, but now this just like shoots out food towards you, which is super cool. And yeah, that's what that is. This is Jorgen. This isn't, I don't actually think that's the right type of horse, but Jorgen from PewDiePie's Survival World, so this is supposed to be a reference to him. And I believe this land is supposed to be reserved for Nicholas, I believe, or Fuel Sauce, who's in a lot of my videos and live streams, but or it might have been in a different spot. Actually, I think it's right here. I think the sign is quite literally right here. No, this little piece of turf here is reserved for use by Fuel Sauce. No, he never built anything. But I don't want him to build here. That looks nice. I think there was flat and clean, but then we added some stuff to make it look nice. And then this over here is just a rail straight to Turtle Avenue, which we'll show here in a second. And then, not sure what this was, but there's a little bridge over here. More Swedish flags, another Swedish flag. An odd-looking Japanese flag, which I built, which I don't think looks right. And then another flagpole that doesn't have anything on it. But quickly going into the garden area, we have another bridge. And then over here, we actually have our community chest room. As you can probably tell, that I have actually recorded this video already once, so I've had the opportunity to figure out where everything is, but I actually have a lot more to talk about. Now, in the community chest room, there is still a missing part of it. So obviously, earlier in the video, I like pressed that pressure plate. I didn't even know that existed. But yeah, down here, this is our community chest room. It was not this nice a very long time ago, but then I think towards the end of the SMP, we tried beautifying everything before we kind of quit the world. There is a secret tunnel behind one of these walls. I don't know where it is. I can't find it, but there is one. But yeah, this is a little queuing station for used minecarts, and over here you press your minecart and it'll throw you down and head this way. But yeah, this is quite literally just a mine. So if I go all the way here, a lot of strip mines and stuff, and then towards the end we'll have like a little legend that says this way was Dylan, who was an ex-member of YSH, and then over here is my mines, and this way is Tato's, which I'm not sure who Tato is. Actually, I think I do know who it is now. Okay, never mind, ignore me. I think I know who that is, unless I'm thinking of the wrong person. But yeah, I'm gonna head back over here. And was this lava here the whole time? That's new. That was not broke. Was that broken when I was running through? Oh my god. I wonder how many people have died there. I don't remember that being there. I think someone griefed it on purpose as a joke. But yeah, behind this wall over here, this painting, I believe there's a little bit of a secret, which is a drop down. There's a lot of drop downs from around the area. So I'm assuming there's a button up here. I believe that's like the main base, and it drops you down here. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different ways to get in here. There's actually dozens, but I can't find the other ones, so we definitely hid them well. Yeah, there's some more shulker boxes. This is actually the old chest that we had here that I still haven't organized. Yeah, bunch of cool little water installations. Our nether portal. I would tour the nether, but the nether has not been recovered yet, so that's something I'm working on. And I believe we have a blaze spawner. And there's a bunch of dogs over here. I don't know where the secret base is. Oh, and then up here there's a trap door, which was another secret drop down. This is under the water. We have a little ocean conduit, which seems to be partially broken. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like for some reason broken after I recovered the world, which I'm not too sure about, but yeah, that is an issue. So there is a little spawn room over here, which is a blaze grinder. I'm not sure if we silk touch plugined, because we did have a plugin for silk touch on pickaxes in some of our SMPs for spawners, or if there's a nether system, because I don't hear any blazes when I go in there. Yeah, I don't know where this where the secret area is. Quickly seeing if I can find it. Where's the next empty corner? This corner is empty. Is it here? No. This looks like... Yeah, I guess we're not gonna find it in this video, unfortunately. So maybe in the next video if I ever do discover it. Or actually, game mode? Do I have game mode enabled right now? Game mode spectator. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Oh, it's hidden behind here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's a secret base in here. See that there's a I knew there was a secret base, but yeah, this is another base. This is Combo's base, who is a awesome YouTuber. You should go check him out. Combo on YouTube, CQMBO. Gaming is not a part of his username anymore. It's supposed to be a zombie in there, a slime in there, and then there's just some other stuff. This is a interesting base. I don't know. I think there's stuff missing because this looks very empty. But yeah, this is a very large tunnel of different items. Oh, I see. There's like an entrance behind there, but it's blocked off. So I'm guessing at some point we went to integrate it. But yeah, as you can see, there's like a bunch of different caves and mines and stuff that go different ways. But yeah, that's Combo's base. Actually, I guess we could see in spectator mode. It makes it a little easier. Over here we have a creeper farm. I don't know where the entrance is. Where's the room? There should be a room around here, or a little drop down to get down here. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's under the snow. No wonder I couldn't find it. But yeah, there's like a trapdoor here. It goes to a room, and yeah, basically there should be a skeleton. He might be despawned. I think he's despawned, but there's supposed to be a skeleton right there. Basically, you throw a creeper in here, you drag them in, they fall, they get shot, and then you get the disc. So it's a little easy way of getting music disc. Obviously some setup, or it's a lot more easier to get music discs now in survival. I don't know, for some reason. We have a bunch of little paths. This originally was not a snow biome, nor was that a jungle biome, but something happened. And then there's the little railway to Turtle Avenue. And yeah, this was Alex Turtle Fans or Alex Turtle AOT. I don't remember. He had different usernames. Little Wizard Tower, his actual base. A great friend of mine from like 5th grade. Yeah, this was his base when I first invited him onto the server. Then over here we have Film Dude, which is his friend, or Alex Vega, I believe his name was. And he was actually the reason I first made my Discord server and why my YouTube channel is where it is today, because I started live streaming a little survival world with him, and then that turned into me making live streams by myself and doing dumb stuff and trolling on Hypixel, and I ended up getting a bunch of viewers, and then I made my Discord server back when my Discord was a lot more active. But this is Alex's base. Little wheat farm he has. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Little wheat farm he has. But yeah, this is Alex's base. And since we're in the Turtle District, I'll go over here and show you 2 little builds we have. So we have a little bridge to see a massive REM, which is so awesome. I was obsessed with ReZero for a while, but I guess we only had the REM schematic to use to build. But yeah, I believe this is based off a schematic, but I believe it was hand built. I think. Very big on the I think part. But yeah, over here we also have a Megumin, which yeah, our friend Casey or Space Cat, who's been seeing a lot of videos, I believe he had to do partially with that, which I believe he had a base around here, but looks like not. But yeah, that was the Turtle District. These aren't considered to be a part of the Turtle District. It's, I guess we can call it Art District. But yeah, if we head back this way, there's also a very phallic looking object over here. And it's a secret base. I'm not sure what this was for. I guess it's another secret dock, and then oh god, that's scary. It's so dark. I believe it's supposed to be another storage room or some sort of room that never got built, or again corrupted. We used to have a massive building here, which is missing now, which is a bunch of farms from sugarcane to bamboo. Actually, I don't know if bamboo was added just yet. And then we had, I forget what's called, kelp. We also had a kelp farm here, which are all missing now. Yeah, I believe that's everything. I guess that's east of the spawn? I'm not too sure. I don't know which way is north. Does it tell you which way is north? If it does, I am blind. Okay, we're gonna pretend that way is north. But yeah, and then we obviously went through all that already. And then yeah, we haven't fully explored the spawn yet, but we're gonna quickly go over some stuff that are around the spawn. We have a little dock area. This is all considered a dock and a boardwalk. It was a little dock that you could bring your boats into. I don't know how this panda got here. And then that railway network I was talking about does go to a bunch of bases. I'm not sure whose base this was, but obviously a lot of people played on here. This was a wheat farm for startup by me, and then we have a little shop over here. Guava's Tiki Hut, cakes and shakes. Okay, that's what that is. It's Tiki Hut. And then over here we have 2 pathways. This is supposed to be an island that never got filled in. We do have a base built by Kiwi or Bradley. that never got finished. We have another one over here by Leo, or SC834, very OG member of my Discord server and IRL friend. But yeah, he didn't really play Minecraft too much, or was never on my videos or live streams, but a very big friend of mine. And then I believe we could go this way a little further. This is another base I built, which I'm not gonna go in because I know what one of the signs say, but yeah, I built this sign base because I thought it was funny. And I believe that's all the bases around this area. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna quickly scan around, but that's all the bases. I would increase the render distance, but I was lagging heavily while trying to play with shaders, and I always played the server with shaders, even if I got like 2 FPS, because I don't know, it felt right. So we're gonna go back. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, these redstone blocks, I'm sure were duplicated because at this time we didn't use creative, and a very small amount of this world's actually used in creative. But there is a bunch of schematic printed builds that are probably done in creative after the server was really played on. Yeah, if we head back this way, towards the base, obviously another base that never got built out. We have a massive, I forget what her name is, but the Nico girl. Look at that fog looks so cool because the texture pack and the resource and the shader pack. And then we have this castle that I was building that looks quite awful. I know. It does look kind of printed out of the ground, but obviously this is built by me. I mean, have you seen the design? But yeah, this is what the inside is. A massive nether portal for some reason, and a bunch of villagers. Not the greatest looking thing. And there's a phoenix in the sky, and then there should be another build around this area. I think it's over here. There's another bridge. Actually, I didn't see this before. What is this? I guess it's another island that never got used, but there should be a massive, yeah, there we go. There's a massive Japanese style building over here, another one over here, and I believe there's one around the area somewhere. I saw one here before. Maybe it's somewhere else. I might be going crazy. That is a thing. There's a lot of stuff on this world which I can't remember where they are, and it's kind of difficult to keep track of them. But I guess the one I'm thinking of is not in this area, so we'll come back around if anything. But like I said, a lot of the items in this world are probably going to be in a separate video. And behind the spawn, we do have a little underwater base, which does have a little tunnel that goes up over here. It's actually blocked off. I just reopened it. But yeah, it comes over here to the spawn area. And then behind the spawn, we also have a Rubik's Cube. Where is it? A massive Rubik's Cube, which is supposed to be a mini game, but never got built out, I guess. It's supposed to be inspired by a mini game by Stampy Longnose, which is like you just shear some sheeps or something, but it never got built out. And then we have an Attack on Titan emblem. I can't remember the name of the regiment, but this is not the Scout regiment. Scout's green, I'm pretty sure. A massive lava pool thingy, which actually used to be a massive building that was a bunch of nether portals, and it was really cool, but we broke it at some point. We just want to bring some of the nether into the overworld. And over here, we have an old player of ours, Kawaii. This was her base, I believe. And these doors were designed like this because they're supposed to be a plugin that makes these swing open. But yeah, it's a little base. We have a little entrance room, kitchen, living room, horses, and then up here I believe it's like a bedroom and something, a bedroom, bathroom, then a movie room. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there's another room inside, but it's not being used. And then I believe there's like a horse that died here or something, Malibu. And then behind here we have a community love garden, which I'm not going to show the signs because it includes a lot of full names. But yeah, that's a community love garden. We have a bunch of little honey things behind the building for some reason. And then this is a part of the spawn that we never built out this room, but there's a little room over here for it. And then over here we have a bunch of beacons, which are the reason why I have so many effects when I'm in survival mode. And then over here we have a tunnel, which I'll show in a second where that leads to. But yeah, that's the spawn area. I don't remember what this area is called. I don't think there's a sign anywhere that says the district name. But this was built out. Let me quickly time set day, so it's easier to see. This was built out as like a little lumber place, lumber processing building. And then we have obviously like a little downstairs, a little I guess this is where the processing facility would be, like a little fireplace, and then a bunch of beds to sleep in. This is one like I originally opened up the server during COVID to all the players on this the YSH, but yeah, nothing really ever happened with that building. And then when the aquatic update came out, we also built out this little water feature, which I think looks super sick. A bunch of sea pickles, kelp, and a bunch of other stuff. A little sailboat. Brought more than other. I was really into bringing biomes just blended into the world. A little bridge over here using some bookshelves. This actually used to open up and close and looked a lot different because we had like a whole boat system and like a bunch of plugins. Same concept as that door over there, but I don't think that plugin ever got updated. Over here we have an old player Grace's little house that they had, little horse shed that they have, which the horse has been missing for years. Yeah, very simple building here, storage room. Upstairs, just sleeping quarters. And then out here, this originally was just a little dirt shack. I don't know who built this on top of here. I think it was Leo or maybe me, and then I changed it over to look like this so it kind of matches the rest of the base, but that was originally not there. And then this is Newsman. Yeah, the Newsman, which is a Discord server member. It didn't look this nice. I know it doesn't look that great. This is my building skills, but I just kind of tried taking whatever random blocks he had and making it look a little nicer. But this is Newsman's little base. Oh, I'm trying to not move around so quickly. I see why people don't tour places in spectator mode. So let me go into game mode creative because I cannot do this. Yeah, little base, some chests, and he actually has a secret base under here, which I never knew about. Some chests and stuff. Don't steal, and then he has a little ravine in here, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a little secret area. I don't think he ever built out whatever he was building, or he was working on it at some point, but he left during like the peak of this server. And there's some random bases around the area, like this one over here. I'm assuming there's a way to close it. There should be a button somewhere, but it's not here. And yeah, this is another place that was being built. A little base. More of the nether coming to the real world. I'm assuming another base was being built there. I'll go back into spectator now. And yeah, this little boxing arena, which was my concept. We try to put signs on what they are and like who it's built by, but a lot of the time it wasn't done correctly. And over here, a little ice skating area, I guess. We just skate with our boats. Over here, I believe this is Dark Dogs or Aaron's or Royal Abyss's little area, little boat docking area. I believe this is his. And yeah, over here we have a little base, which looks really nice. Apparently, I was never in here when they finished it off, but this looks super cool over here. Little basement area, and then little upstairs. Yeah, very cool. Over here was another base built by them, apparently. I don't know if this was printed or if this was built by them, but I believe it was built by Dark Dog or Royal Abyss or Aaron, who was very active in the server at one point. Only reason I assume this is his is because there's signs with his name on it. So I assume this was his, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, there's like probably a bunch of other little mini builds scattered around. And then there's like a little walkway. So if we go over here, should be past the love garden. This little walkway, I don't know what this area is called though. Now entering Midlands district. Approximately 450 meters to Kauai district, approximately 700 meters to Kiwi district. Thank you for visiting the housing district. Oh, so this was all the housing district. But yeah, this whole area with all these like main houses and stuff, which we tried keeping them all close to spawn, was the housing district, which I guess makes sense. So this is the central district. I guess behind this line is the housing district, even though this wasn't a house. This is like a little lumber processing facility. But yeah, the Kiwi part is a little iffy because two people actually had the name Kiwi. So originally it was Bella, who at some point went from Tasty Nuggetto to Tasty Kiwi, and then at some point, and then she became inactive, and then it became Bradley's name was Tasty Kiwi. So this is back when Bella was Tasty Kiwi. Just for that FYI, because it can get confusing. This is a horse stop. Don't feed horse. That's a little freaky. Then yeah, we have a little walkway which was built very late on. Have little lamps and stuff. I'll be very proud to say that I actually designed this. I believe it was me. And then there's this little central area to stop by in case you need anything. This was not a house. It was just like a little community area. And then this is the tunnel that I was talking about. Like, what is this? What? Is that naturally spawning? I've never seen this before. What is that? A spider? I've never seen that before. What the heck? I don't know if that's naturally spawning, but I don't remember ever seeing that. But yeah, this is the tunnel that I was talking about that like comes all the way from spawn. It's this little thing over here, and it comes to this little area, little rest stop. I guess like more of an emergency shelter, just a little stop if you're like traveling through and it becomes nighttime, we could all sleep. And then this is supposed to continue on to this whole area. This area was actually completely rebuilt. All what you see right here is man-made land, because it was completely griefed and like spam blocks, and we just fight here in like a battle arena, and we all got together and cleaned it. And we have a little solar panel. Grace's apartment, rar, or maybe Anna's, I don't know, lol. Oh, okay. I don't remember seeing this, but cool. Yeah, this is a solar panel. I guess this was built after or before, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, it travels through over here, and then this is going to be Grizzly Bear's or Sarah's house, which is originally made out of stone, and then she changed it up into wood, or someone changed it up for her, I'm not too sure. Yeah, we come up here, nice little base, bunch of stuff, very nice looking, honestly, love it, it's really cool. And then over here we have a little lava pot. I don't know, I had a really big thing for just mixing in a bunch of stuff together. And then I think my only contribution to this house was this basketball court, or we built it together. I can't remember. We did not have a plugin for it. We just like throw blocks on top and call it like basketball. And then continuing this path over here, this is a sauna house. I don't know. There's just a random sauna house you can stop by if you're in need of a sauna. And you can continue going north, and I believe this is, yeah, this is where the path splits up, and the path doesn't go all ways, but this one was definitely printed in just for how the land looks. The thing is though, a lot of stuff was used with Schematica and not printed in but placed hand by hand, but this one just looked like it was printed in from just because of how the land around it looks. But it looks super nice. I like how this road looks, or this building looks. It is missing a lot of blocks. I do think we were printing stuff at some point, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll all give it to each other or adopt it and stuff. Over here is another building which is either printed or someone used a schematic, flip the blocks down, and then because it looks a lot more naturally placed in than the rest of the stuff. Yeah, this looks a lot more natural, so I think this one was actually built by hand, but we just use a schematic to get the outlines. And then it diverts a little bit over here. So a lot of the time what would happen is that we'd want to like restart over. Even though that's like only like 100 blocks away. This is we restarted over here. And this is Bradley and my little house, or frumped, or modern tasty kiwi. But this is our little house for our little restart of the world. Bunch of chests, some beds over here. As you can see, Fahim's and Bradley's bed. And a lot of wheat around the area, as you can see. Got a farm, you know? And then over here was, I believe this is Tato. Actually, I was gonna say there's no path there, but I believe this is Tato's base, if I'm thinking of the right person. This is a little base. They just like built out the outlines and never really got to finishing it. Yeah, cool base. A lot of the new netherwood is what we've seen, and I'm gonna set the time to day again because it's getting dark. But yeah, and then if we keep going more north, which is this way, I was getting lost there. This is a villager apartment, I think it was what I decided to call it. This is supposed to be the little receptionist, and then, or just no, this is supposed to be a hotel. Okay, I was gonna say villager apartment, but this is a hotel, is what this was. And you keep going north, and then this is us entering like the Kauai district or Kauai district here in a second, I believe, somewhere around here. Yeah, for some reason after this area a lot of these blocks are missing. I don't know what block this was, but there's a lot of blocks missing in the path, which I'll have to repair in a second. But over here it says now entering Kauai district, approximately 250 meters to Q district. Thanks for visiting the Midlands district. I was really big on the whole districts thing. But yeah, over here is one of the modern style houses. Hawaii used to like to build a lot of these like bigger modern style houses, which are like But yeah, that's the future cool style looking home. And I'm not sure what this was. Oh, it's a swing set. Oh, that's so cool. There's a little doggo there. And then there is a bridge going this way. I assume there's something here. Otherwise, I believe we wouldn't build a bridge there. I know there is a base around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's this one I'm not gonna mention just because it's a bit of drama. But yeah, there's a little dock over here. And then there's a little base over here that was being built. I think this is maybe a farm or some sort of building. Bunch of farms and stuff. But yeah, this was another person, but they were like, as you can see, very heavily cut off from the rest of society. But yeah, that's that. And then over here we have another house, but a very different style, which is really cool. I like this. This one's nice. I forget what type of style this is called, but this is like the more modern style of. But yeah, and then this is a little coffee shop is what this is. So very cool. And then over here, this is a club. This one was very weird. But yeah, this poo. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of random signs and stuff. Yeah, this is a club, as you can tell, private room, and then this is a bar, and then I think this is a dance floor, and this is a stripper's pole. So take it as you will. And yeah, then a cool little bunch of like little lily pads to this base over here. I think this is like the last building in the Kawaii district before it kind of like wasn't really touched again. But yeah, that's the end of the Kawaii district. There is a little bridge over here though. I don't know if I faintly have memory of working on this, but I don't think this was me. I don't know, I have faint memory of like walking on this, and I think this is going to be a new land. I don't know what really happened here, but that was going to be a new area that was going to be worked on, but something happened with it and never kind of came to fruition. And then there should be a path here. As you can see, there's a lot of missing blocks. I don't know what that's about, but there was a proper path here at some point. As you can see, the outline for it, and there's a massive hole here. What is this? It's a huge hole that was caved out. It's nothing. Oh my gosh, are those mines? Those are not natural. What is this? Oh, it's a mine shaft. Okay, I thought, yeah, old Minecraft mines were very different. Like a bunch of worms or something. I kind of lost the way I was going. Okay, it's this way. Yeah, you come down here, and then this is the Tasty Kiwi district, or Bella's district. Actually, this is the first house built on here, which is me and Bella in like I believe it was New Year's Eve 2018 or 2017, I guess. Yeah, 2017, the New Year's Eve for 2018 was like the first house. And then it took us like forever to find this place again when we actually started playing together. And then we built this base, which is really cool. I've been talking so much for so long. But yeah, this is an upstairs, or so this is the downstairs, and then there is a little downstairs over here, which is cool, little storage room. And then this is a bedroom over here, and then up here is a room I guess I never got decided on. And I believe that's everything for the Tasty Kiwi district. There's nothing really around. I know there's like random like spots around that are built out, or if I go like 1,000 blocks, it'll be like buildings. But I kind of just wanted this video to be mainly the main areas of this SMP, which hasn't really been touched since 2020. Yeah, since 2020. I do plan on bringing it back. I'm going to clean up a lot of the places, fix some signs, make some better paths to places, and then hopefully bring it on. Maybe some of my friends will join. I'm not 100% sure, but I do hope so. But I do believe there's some buildings I did still miss, so I just want to quickly run through in case. I am going to quickly increase my render distance, even though I told myself I wouldn't, just because I lag a lot with it. So yeah, hopefully if I press done, that doesn't even improve my render distance by too much. I believe there's some buildings this way. I could be wrong. I know there's a massive build somewhere around here. Who knows? Maybe I was lying. Okay, well, I thought there was a massive building here. There's a village. I don't think any of us knew about that village. Okay. There was a bunch of massive buildings that I remember seeing, and there's a whole area dedicated to pixel art. Oh, obviously I didn't go here. We have a massive Chica also. Another massive Miku. And I don't know where half the stuff is. Oh, this is one of the buildings. This was, I think, I don't know if this was completely printed. I know it's based off a schematic, but yeah, we had a lot of these Japanese style buildings which looked really cool. I don't think there's anything in here though. I think it's just like an outline for a building, so there's no like really anything on the inside. Yeah, all the rooms are empty, which is unfortunate, but that's one of the buildings I was talking about. But there's another massive island that was built, which I believe was printed out, but it seems that I can't find it. Not in the time being. But yeah, a lot of random like buildings around the area and like little paths and little slime things. And I believe there's a huge crater. And there's another building over here. I think this was me taking another small survival restart. We would all do that a lot, is just restart this world. This random building, I think this is supposed to be a spawner of some sort that never got built out, and I don't know what happened here, but a massive crater, maybe an asteroid. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all on here for now. There are other parts that I haven't toured yet completely, and there's parts that I'm still looking for. But that was my 1.10 or 1.11 SMP that lasted through 1.16. There was a second version of this, so this is YourSocialCraft 1.0. There is a 2.0 and a 3.0. I don't know if it ever happened or if we considered our HyperX SMP as 3.0 or something. There's the other building. This is, oh no, we already saw that. There's something else that's missing. I can't find it. I literally saw it earlier too, is a funny part. There it is. Okay, that's massive. A huge building. This is completely printed out. Like I said, a lot of the world used a lot of schematics. Oh, there's the pixel art. Oh my god. Okay, we actually found the pixel art. There's a little doggo. There's I think that's Stalin, some menacing, a sickle and a hammer, a Mario, Diva, a Minecraft, a little doggo, this little Diva thingy, Tesla, a bunch of hearts. This was in the spawn area. We just rebuilt it over here. Shaggy, Tanjiro, another Tesla logo. I forgot what that face is called, but that face. Another menacing, another little Diva, a little Squidward, a Nyan Cat. I think that's 02. I don't know the Naruto. I really don't know. I don't know anything about that whole thing. And I believe there's some other stuff around this area. I know there's like a whole wedding plate. Oh my god, there's another building right behind it. That's huge. That is definitely printed, but that's massive. Who built this? That is sick. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. That's huge. And does it go underground too? I saw something underground. Something I hate about spectator mode is that your speed is not the same when you're going up and down. Okay, you can adjust it separately. Oh no, those are just caves. Okay. And then I don't know if there's any other buildings around the area. That's the thing. There's like so much stuff. There's so much stuff. I don't, but they're all scattered around a massive world. There's a desert temple. Oh, dang it. I know there's like a lot of other buildings, like I have faint memory of seeing them. I just don't know where they are. Desert village. That's so cool. I didn't expect to re-find that. That was something that I was like really upset about because I didn't know where that was. But we just like randomly came across it. But yeah, this one is really cool. I do want to, obviously I'm aware that this is printed, and if we can find the credit, we're gonna put a sign somewhere, wherever the main entrance is. But yeah, we want to like blend it into the ground, which would be really cool. But yeah, that's our world for now, I guess. I will quickly show like 2 other things that are around this world. I'm just gonna have to really quickly make my spectator speed really fast, or actually I'll really quickly cut further into the video. Oh, there's a little, I forget what that's called. A pillager outpost. And then I believe right over here, this shouldn't be too much further. These are like thousands of blocks away, but most of these bridges are hand built. They were just awful to build. And anything that's like seems absurd is probably just a duplication glitch. This is another restart of mine, me and Bradley. We used to play Minecraft a lot together. This is our little mushroom island that we decided to take over. Little chorus fruit. Actually, I believe we killed the ender dragon. It's right here, dragon egg. This is a beacons. Obviously, this is duplicated because that's a lot of netherite. I don't believe there's anything else built in this area. And then there's like one more base, which we'll go to really quickly, which isn't really a base and it's not what I really want to show, but you know, it's a part of the history, so I might as well show you guys. Oh my gosh, icicle biomes. I never see those ever. I believe we're approaching it, but this very long redstone rail, which is exceedingly long, I believe this is man-made, but the redstone is obviously duplicated. Yeah, this is our little nether outpost because the nether obviously restarted with 1.16, so we got all of our stuff so we can get the new blocks. And I believe that, I'm not sure why there's all these huge tunnels or like little blocks out, but this is just I think we just have a nether portal down here or something. I don't know why we built it down here, but there is another portal here. I just don't know where it is. Where is it? There we go. There's another portal. There's some mines and stuff that we have. But wow, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, for obviously it's a really large group of people, and the amount of stuff we have for that huge group of people wasn't a lot, but we mainly use this server for just having fun and joking around, so I'm still surprised. But yeah, that was our Minecraft SMP, YourSocialCraft 1.0, which started a very long time ago. And yeah, I do plan on bringing it back. I do want to clean up a lot of the little buildings or little bridges, make them look a lot nicer, hopefully get some friends on. But this was a huge part of my history playing Minecraft and of my Discord server. I just want to share it with you guys, keep it in history in a video for bookkeeping, so you know I could look back on it from time to time. But yeah, there is going to be another video probably here in like a few weeks to a month. I'm not too sure how long. I like to keep these tours not too often because I feel like it would get very boring if my entire YouTube channel was just tours every video. But yeah, this was there's going to be a tour of my SocialCraft SMP 2.0, and then I do have some survival some bedrock SMPs which are called TastyGuava. Or we're probably going to rename it because TastyGuava's going to be used in a different sense here soon. But yeah, there is the original one before the one that I did a tour of recently that I never really played, which I do want to tour as well. So yeah, so there's a lot of tours and stuff coming soon, but I'm going to be trying to keep it like tours and some other type of content, make it entertaining. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way through the video, make sure to comment stay tasty. I don't know. Or yeah, so it's comment stay tasty. It'll be a few of you who comment that, if anyone. Yeah, Discord server is in the description below. Comment, like, subscribe, turn notifications so you guys never miss a future video. It shows a lot of support and shows me that you guys really want to see a lot more videos. Make sure to subscribe and check out all of my live stream stuff. I am not going to be live streaming too much in this upcoming future, but all my live streams are going to be on my YouTube channel for the time being. I'm not going to be multi-streaming for a little bit. But yeah, that was my YourSocialCraft SMP, and hope you guys enjoyed. Bye! Man, this is so much nostalgia. It's crazy. It's like a whiplash. Crazy. This is what Not Science said, huh? I don't know what's with my freaking humor. And like, the word cum was just so funny. It was just so funny to me. Jeez. It's like, that sign is like everywhere. Just that word. Me and Bradley, actually. Everywhere. My god. I thought that shit was so funny. It really wasn't. Man, this is crazy. How do I learn how to build like that?